Alright, my love after lockup taters. Guess what I watched? And I'm going to tell you what happened. Take a listen. Grab your coffee, let's go. So, it starts off with Will and Courtney. Those two drive me insane, just so you know. So, last week they got in their little argument, and this week it starts off with him storming off. He's mad, he's ticked off. And of course, she's ticked off too, because she's a spoiled brat, and that's all she talks about is how bad things are. She says it was a mistake that she was ever with him, and he doesn't take care of her the way she needs. And he's like, I spent $10,000 on your ring, I spent $1,000 here, this. I don't have all that money. And she is not satisfied. So now she's starting to regret her decision, and she wants to move on. Anyway, so the next morning, he is driving down the street, and he wants to park down the road and call her and see if she comes out to see if they can talk. Well, she shows up a few seconds later, and they get in the car and immediately start talking about wanting smacks. They're going to go to the hotel or wherever they're going and have smacks all night or all day until she's got to go back. Like, weren't y'all just fighting like crazy? Anyway, all they can talk about is lighting candles and throwing her a bath. They get to where they're going, and they have all these kinky smacks toys and ropes and everything like that, and they decide they're going to trust each other to do this. Anyway, they did their thing, and they get in the car and head back to the halfway house. And of course, she says, do you have a credit card? I need money or credit card, even after they were just fighting about that. And he reluctantly says, yeah, I got a credit card. Don't put more than $1,000 a week on it. $1,000 a week? Hey, sugar daddy, can I get in on that? Anyway, that's where it ended with them, and the season finale showed that Courtney got arrested 6 months later, and her and Will be on next season, unfortunately. The next one was Alexis and Julius. So last week they got in a fight because she went to the shopping center that they were at, and there was girls there. So yeah, big drama. This week he doesn't come home that night, and she is ticked. So he comes strolling in the next morning. Where's the food? She's like, where have you been? He is such a 10-year-old in a whatever, how old he is. He's not his age for sure. It's like he left that 16-year-old mentality and stayed with it. Anyway, she blew up on him. They kind of calmed down, and she decides to show him the pregnancy tests. She sets him in front of him, and he just looks so surprised, and he's like, damn, crazy. And she's like, you don't have anything to say? And he's like, I guess it is what it is. Anyway, so they hug and make up, and she says he needs to get a job because she's got too many bills and stuff. And do you know what his reply was? I don't want to get a job. I'm not going to work. I'm used to getting easy money, and if I need money, that's what I'm going to get. They go back to fighting, and she kicks him out. Alexis just had her baby, and she called it Julian. Yeah. Bet she regrets that soon. So the next one was Kiana and Demondrick. So last week, Kiana was going through Demondrick's phone, and she saw that he's been cheating on her and sneaking away with Joella. He comes in this week, and she throws her ring at him. She's like, it's done. So get out. He leaves and runs to Joella's. He actually even moved in with her. But as soon as he leaves, tells her he's going to job hunt, he calls Kiana. So right now, Kiana and Demondrick are working on a relationship. He stays with his dad and also with Joella sometimes. Working on your relationship, huh? Okay, so the next one was annoying Brooke and JK. So last week, JK went to Alex's house, and Brooke decided she was going to check her GPS and find out where he was. She found out that he was at Alex's house, so she gets in her car, leaves her job, says, F it, I'm going to get fired, whatever. She gets in her car, leaves it, and goes and finds him. She just says she is so mad at him because she just wants him to take accountability. Which I don't even think he can spell accountability, but anyway. He tells her he's trying to do better for her, and that he went to Alex's house to tell her that she needed to be gone, and he was trying to build a relationship with Brooke. Now, whether she believes this or not, I hope not. But it ends with them saying they will be on next season. I can already tell you I'm not looking forward to next season. Will and Courtney and Brooke and JK. But then there was Joey and Michael, and I can't stand Michael, but poor Joey. I'm not even a Joey fan, but poor Joey. He loves him so much, and Michael's just a POS. Joey's absolutely heartbroken, and then he finally gets a call from Michael, and Michael admits to using. He said he was using almost right away and lots of times. Then it just showed an update on him, and he ends up getting in a wreck, He has warrants, so he went back to prison. But anyway, Michael gets in a wreck, and he has warrants, so the cops take him to prison. And he goes and leaves a message for Joey. I love you, and I miss you, and I wish you would call me back. I wish you would take my calls. And, I mean, tell me you need money without telling me you need money. Now you like Joey and want him back in your life, huh? Okay. Anyway, Joey says he's done, and oh my goodness, I hope he's not lying to us. And the update on him was Joey is still sober. He didn't go back to the rugs, and he's not talked to Michael since. And Michael doesn't get out until 2029. Good. And the last couple was Brooklyn and Brian. Brooklyn and Brian, okay? So last week, Brian got in the car and he was headed off to go shopping, apparently with his friend, and Brooklyn was not having it. She went and introduced herself and just made a fool with all the rules. So this time, he comes back and it is 3:01, and she told him 3 o'clock. He has to be in by 3 o'clock. So, of course, she is tripping on him. Like, she is so mommified. Like, she wants to be his mom more than his girlfriend, I think. Anyway, so when she tried to track him, the GPS said not found. So she's going off. Where were you? Why did you go? And he doesn't want to tell her he went to the strip club. So he's just like, yeah, we drove through town and we pulled up to a place, but I only went like this far in. I didn't go very far. Have I heard that before? I didn't have sex with her. I only put it in this far. Like, that's what I think about. Anyway. But he's dirty anyway, and she's tripping and controlling, so I just don't think these two need to be together. They are trying to have a baby. They're trying so hard. They're giving it everything they got, and they're upset because they can't have a baby. They can't even get along. Like, he's been out like a short while and they can't even get along. They're not married, nothing, but they're trying for a baby. Don't you think he needs to get a job first? Anyway, so he knows they were fighting. So the next morning, his bestie, her little girl, I can't remember her name, but she calls him Bestie, calls Brian Bestie, and they decided to get up and make a breakfast for Mom. So everything was kind of good after that. She was excited and was feeling herself because they came in and made breakfast. So, and also Brian's off house arrest. So it doesn't really give an update on them, but besides that, they're still trying to get pregnant. I don't know if they'll be here next season. It didn't say, so we shall see. And that's my roundup of the season finale of Love After Lockup. I'll be back next season. And until then, enjoy my Teen Mom, my Survivor, which just ended. Go watch that one. And all the other people that I cover. I would love to have you. Like, follow, and share. Thanks, guys. Bye.